Hi guys, this is a particularly nice question. So basically what we have is two equations of lines and we're told they intersect at point A. And we're also told there's point B that has these coordinates. And we want to find the equation of the line that goes through point A and point B. So what we're going to have to do first of all is find out where this intersection is. Now here's a problem because it's written in the form ax plus by plus c, or minus c. So we could go about rearranging this. So I'm actually going to show you a way that, you know, using your existing knowledge would be fine, and then I'm going to show you an alternative way, and actually it's not anything new, you just may not have thought about it yourself. But in the previous video you would have seen me, not there, we put them equal to each other, so we're solving them simultaneously. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing here. But first of all, I have to have it equal to the same thing. So, if I write 3y is equal to minus 2x plus 21, you should see what I've done there. And therefore I would have minus 2/3 of x plus 7. So that's rearranged now, and I could put these two equal to each other, so I could do this. And then I could solve for x, so add 2/3, so I'd have 4 2/3 of x equals 14. And I had to divide by 4 2/3, so before I do that I'm going to make that 14/3 equals 14. So if I divide by 14/3, let's do that, makes it easier for us. Keep change flip. So we're going to, oops, I didn't mean to be that low. So it's going to be 14 over 1 times 3 over 14. We can cancel those out and we get an answer of 3. Now, I'm aware I did it extremely fast. I was trying to make a point at how ridiculous that is. It will work, you know, if you're struggling, you still have a way out. But, you know, when you solve simultaneous equations, sometimes we did it via substitution. So because we have an expression for y, instead of writing a y, we could just swap it for this. So this is my advice for questions like this. When solving, you have dodgy numbers. If the numbers aren't dodgy, go ahead and do it. It's going to be the quickest. But watch this. So 2x plus 3, but instead of writing y, I write this because it's equal to y. Oh, nearly forgot the minus 21, and that equals to 0. So let's just tidy up. So we've got 2x plus 12x minus 21 is 0. So it's 14x equals, so that's going to be minus 42, so add that, and that's 3. So you can see I've created the same answer in a hell of a lot less writing. So this is simultaneous equations by substitution, and this is, you know, this is just when we put them equal to one another. So there's so many different methods, but you've got to save yourself time, is work out which method's going to be easiest. You could start with this method and go, oh, don't like the numbers, let's try this one. Okay, so we know what x is, so we need to find out what y is really. So y is 4 times x, take away 7. So 4 times 3 is 12, take away 7, y is 5. So we know point A is 3, 5. Now all we have to do is work out the equation of the line that goes through here. Now you could do it your good old-fashioned y equals, like, find out the gradient. Wait, actually you're going to have to find the gradient, aren't you, for both methods? So let me just write those two coordinates again. So we have minus 2, 8, and we have, I'll write it here because this was point A. So m was y1 take away, sorry, y2 take away y1, so I have 3, and here we're going to have minus 2 minus 3, so it's going to be minus 5. So that's the gradient. So we know the gradient is y equals minus 3/5 of x plus c. Now the equation of the line, we have to let's use this one. I think this one's going to work a bit nicer. So 5 is equal to minus 3/5 times 3. Let's make that a 1. I'm sure you'll be happier doing that. So that's going to be minus 9/5 plus c. Okay. So now what we've got to do is add on this 9/5 to get rid of it from this side. So if you think 5 is 25 over 5, if we add on 9, we're going to get 34/5. So we have the equation y equals minus 3/5 of x plus, and I'm just going to write it like this for now, and you'll see why in a second. Okay, so if they now asked us to have it back in this form, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, we're going to have to get everything on one side. So you should be able to appreciate that this is the same thing, because when you add fractions, when the denominator is the same, you combine the tops. So all we have to do is times by 5, and we get rid of the denominator. So we actually have 5y is equal to minus 3x plus 34. Now if we get it into this form, everything has to be on one side. So let's write it, in this order. So it's going to be 3x plus 5y minus 34 is equal to 0. Now there is another formula out there that will make it slightly easier. I'm not going to cover it in this video, but I will write it down. It's this. So that bit's the same. Basically what this formula allows you to do is cut out some of the the more difficult number work there. However, I think sometimes there's too many formulas to remember. So I personally am not going to use this formula, but if you want to explore it yourself, look this up and see how it can be applied to here, and you will actually save yourself all the hard number work. But I don't mind that, so I'm quite happy just knowing one or two formulas. Okay, best of luck guys.